Tottenham Hotspur, absolute shambles. 4-0 away from home against Newcastle United, who have 10, 11 players out through injury. Their starting goalkeeper, one of their main forwards, midfielders, defenders, out for months, for weeks. Point being, we're not in this game. Spurs, however, they did have pretty much all their players available. They were on the bench. The only players they had out is Richarlison, you would say, and that's pretty much it from like a main starter that you would probably have. Every other one of their players was available. Dragusin, latest signing in January, didn't play. I thought he was there to cover. I thought he would have come on. Didn't come on at all. Kulusevski was on the bench. Højbjerg on the bench, Sarr on the bench, Emerson Royal on the bench. They all come on in the second half when they were already 3-0 down at that point. Newcastle had decent players on, but mate, when you see this team here, like realistically, these players would not be starting. I mean, they've got a starting 11 on that are injured, man. Absolutely insane. But Adogi 4.5. According to FootMob, Van de Ven 5.7, Romero 5.1, Vicario 5.1, Porro 5.8. He got subbed. And I'm not sure if that was an injury or not, but man got hooked. Yeah, injury. Man got hooked in the 49th minute, and then you see Emerson Royal come on. Papasar, Højbjerg, Kulusevski all coming on, shortly thereafter. Absolute madness. 4-0 away from home. But let me look at this video here. This was an immediate match reaction on the Football Terrace. And look, I give the Football Terrace shit, like as everyone does, a bit of banter here and there. But actually, it's nice to hear people talk and give their opinions. This is Kate, just a girl who loves Spurs. Let's hear what she had to say about the defeat, because she's almost giggling about it.
Please, what went wrong in your opinion? Where do improvements need to be made before your next game?
I'm really calm. I don't understand where everyone's having a meltdown, right? The fact of the matter is, I'm not. All these people that are criticising Ange, Alan, I'm including you in this. Everyone knew what we were getting when we got Ange, right? I didn't want him, but I was told he was going to do great things, and for the first 10 games, he was praised by everyone.
Yeah, they were glazing the absolute fuck out of him. Even I made a video and that was downvoted by probably Spurs fans. I mean, it's been proven right. Like, the man just been glazed over non-stop. Look at what he's been doing here. I don't give a shit that he's an Aussie. I don't care. That had nothing to do with anything. He's a rival. But what he's doing is mad. They won the league in October. Remember that. Spurs fans won the league in October, yeah?
He is not going to change his system. That's the end of it. I'm sick to death of hearing people saying, he needs to change his system. It's so annoying. No, he's not going to change his system. If you don't like it, be Ange out.
That's a bit... Ange out already? Holy shit, man. You remember the whole, it's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are. You remember all that? I remember that. A lot of people were saying, what the fuck are you doing? You're 10 players, you're 9 players on the pitch against Chelsea, and you're playing a high line, halfway line. Why? Suicide football. Mate, as long as we can play the game, we'll still play the same way. Well, evidently they did play the same way. That third goal especially, Isak ran onside from his own half in the 51st minute. What the fuck, Ange? Honestly, lad. Honestly. The first goal, Isak running through, Van de Ven did a spinner-Rooney inadvertently on his head, off his ass, seen the ball go in, and he got done for the second goal again from Gordon. Van de Ven had a fucking shit game. Apparently, these are the dudes that have been touted as being one of the best defenders in the league. People trying to squeeze him into team of the season conversations, yeah, with this goalkeeper as well. They've now conceded, I think, more goals than United, or I think they've conceded as many goals as Spurs have scored this year. This calendar year, something to that effect, something ridiculous like that. Anyway, let's keep listening to Kate for a bit.
As easy as that. It all boils down to the fact that we haven't got enough quality in our team to play this system. When he was at Celtic, he brought in the quality. He had the striker, Kyogo, scored an absolute hatful of goals. Son isn't that player that's going to do that, right? So we haven't got a midfield general. Basuma said it last week, said it the week before. I'd sell him in the summer and get someone better. We need a defensive midfielder. Yes, Ange doesn't play, particularly with a defensive midfielder, but a player like Zubimendi is fantastic at going forward as well. That's the sort of person you need in this team.
Anyways, you get the point. Talking about that the squad's not good enough. Now let me cross back again. Let's travel back in time. A few weeks ago, yeah, we had this exchange here with with Deji, with the panel here, with Martin. Big ups to Martin, Arsenal fan. Big ups to Martin. We got Northside there. Will Stewart, Mo down the middle and the bottom, and Deo, Arsenal fan, middle top, and then of course Deji bottom left. Let's hear the madness that Deji had in this particular exchange here. What did he say about this team first up?
Aged. So like I aged. I became an old
mathematically. Apart from the Liverpool game at Anfield, I really can't see who's going to stop Spurs. And I'll say it again. Who?
Liverpool?
Fulham. A couple of days straight after this original video stream. And now Newcastle United. So it's two teams that have bumped you. Will, on the other hand, just to bring it back to what Kate was saying, Kate's whole point was we don't have the squad for it. Well, let's see what Will has to say about the squad.
True. That was not my argument. My argument was that our actual first 11, our best 11 players is better than you. And I can tell you why. Name a striker on Arsenal who's better than Heung-min Son. Name one.
They reference Gabriel Jesus, but that's beside the point. So did you reckon that no one was going to beat them, but maybe Liverpool? They've already been done twice, and they have to play Arsenal, Liverpool, and City coming up now. I don't know if it's in that order, but they got to play us, right? Will, however, bless him, thinks that Tottenham's strongest 11 is better than Arsenal's. I mean, I don't see it. If they are, by whatever metric, there's no way that you're winning games against them. I mean, brother, apart from 2 or 3 players, that is still a decent squad here. This backline was touted as being like team of the season shit. I mean, look at this. This tweet here. Okay, it's an Arsenal fan, but nonetheless, still, check this one out. They were trying to force these bums into team of the season. Udogie, Van de Ven, Romero, Porro, and Vicario. Van de Ven got dropped on his ass, not once, but twice. Well, the first one definitely did. Second one, you could say, got sent for a hot dog. And responsible for 2 goals, arguably. But you can only blame the players to a certain extent, right? The manager tells them what to do. You're playing a high line. Why would you keep playing a high line when you're 2-0 down? You know there's a very pacey attacker on the other end, that being Isak. Got himself 2 fucking good goals. And you're defending in the opposition's half in the 51st minute. Why would you do that? Drop back 10, 15 yards. Keep 1 or 2 defenders there. Push forward. They had... Where is it here? Bloody hell, now just muck myself up here. I hate when thing does this. Bloody hell, now I'm just doing it twice again. Anyways, they had here 73% possession. First half, 67% possession. Second half, 78% possession. Absolute fuck all with this. Nothing was going for them at all. Almost 500 passes to Newcastle's 120. This is what you call... I don't know if I'd call it, smash and grab would indicate like you're winning a 1-0 or, you get it late with the 2-1, for example. This is not a smash and grab. This is just taking your chances and putting them away. Something that Darwin, even Salah at this point, and Gakpo and Diaz could probably learn a thing or two about. Yeah, putting chances away. When you get your chances, bang, finish. Be a gunman and all these other buzzwords that they give these forwards and strikers. That's putting your chances away. That is actually mad. They tried to tell us that these guys were team of the season material. That is insane. And to quote X, I don't want to go through this whole video because I'll be here for an hour, but like expressions saying split like a cheese string, torn apart, he got cooked, spun de van. This is an absolute disgrace. Blood, these men look clueless. You bloody Highline merchants, fuck this. And that's what I want to talk about. Highline. They play the Highline. Ange play. It's just who we are, mate. It's just who we are. Remember the Chelsea game? 9 players playing pretty much like inside Chelsea's half, or at least on the halfway line. It's just balls over the top, balls over the top, balls over the top. That's what happens. That's what happened. Brother, I don't think you've got the facilities for that, big man. Don't have the players for it. This philosophy, this system, you know what you're getting with Ange. Kate's on the money. You knew what you were getting with Ange. Players that are needed for this system are one thing, but you need to also adapt to make it happen. Just because you got quick defenders doesn't mean they're always going to be tracking back. You don't want to be sprinting back to make a last-ditch tackle. You want to stop the attack from happening to begin with. Read the ball, read the play. Like you see a Van Dijk or a Saliba or one of these other defenders at the moment who are touted as being the best in the league, objectively, because they are just that damn good. Not on, he's very quick and his recovery pace is there and all this sort of... Bugger that noise. Screw that. You can see that they stop things from happening. They read the ball, they drop 5-10 yards most of the time. Obviously, they all have their own brain farts, as we've seen more recently. But at least they have some way of thinking, okay, these guys are getting way in behind too often. Maybe we should take a step back a little bit. Maybe we should just, drop back 5 yards, 10 yards. Maybe don't give them that much space to run in behind, yeah? Give us a chance to at least defend it. But Ange loves to play his highline football. As long as we have enough players on the pitch, we'll still play it. That's what he said when they lost to Chelsea because they kept on getting pumped with balls over the top. It is what it is, man. It's pretty bad. It is proper shithouse. But that's what you have to deal with. 73% possession away from home. You're dominating the ball, dominating the play, doing absolutely nothing with it. It's the old Sampaoli quote, You can have as much possession as you want. You can talk to a female as long as you want at the bar. But if someone comes in and takes it from you, that's effectiveness. That's what it comes down to. Spurs absolutely cooked in this game. So much for no one going to beat us bar maybe Liverpool. So much for, best defenders, best midfielder in Maddison and finisher in Son and everything else in between. Not on this day. Not on this day at all. Now I enjoyed the fallout from the Tottenham fans who thought they were a shoo-in for top 4, which technically they're still in it, of course. The ladder does not lie. Where are they? So they're in 5th at the moment, equal with Villa. Villa got to play Arsenal away, of course, so that could be an interesting one. Villa get a draw from that. You never know. You never know. Tottenham might fall out of the top 4 race, but we'll see what happens. For the moment here now, Tottenham Hotspur 0, Newcastle 4, absolutely cooked. And as I said, now we just wait and see what happens.